Alright, so this is now the second part of my, dub over, because I failed miserably, recording audio. And you know, after the first half of this video, I've already talked about quite a bit, so I'm kind of at a loss as to what I need to talk about. Maybe I could just give some impressions of Saints Row right now. So far, I absolutely love it. My history with this, the game series, I played the third one. I didn't even really get all that hyped up for the third one, but I heard about it about a week after it came out or something, a week or two, and I had to try it out because I'm just a fan of really over-the-top stuff, as I'm sure most males are. And you know, I'm one for pretty raunchy humor. So both of those things were combined. I heard it was like, oh, it's like Grand Theft Auto, but way over the top. And I'm not a big fan of Grand Theft Auto. I don't know why. I understand that it's a great game series and it's got like so much love and stuff, but I really just can't get into it. No matter how hard I try. But I heard, oh, it's the open world, like gangster style Grand Theft Auto type game, but it's oh, excuse me. But it's way over the top and it's got this really raunchy humor. I was like, yeah, that sounds like my kind of game. So I picked it up and I absolutely loved it. I mean, I know it got pretty good scores. It was mostly like 9s out of 10s or like 8.5 out of 10, which is, you know, it's a pretty good game, but it really stood out for me. It's like one of my favorite games to date. I just really loved the humor in it and just how crazy the game got. So when I heard about Saints Row 4, sorry, because the third one was the third, so I get kind of messed up on that. But when I heard about Saints Row 4 and I saw some trailers for it and I was kind of hearing about what they're doing to it, I was like, wow. So yeah, I definitely had this one pre-ordered, and I actually got it pretty cheap because I already owned Saints Row 3, so I got $5 off, and it's already $10 cheaper than a console version. So I got this game for like 45 bucks straight off the bat, and I was playing it at like 9 o'clock on the Monday before it came out, because it goes by Eastern Standard Time, so that was actually really great. I got it like 3 hours early and everything, but shit, what was I going? Oh, right. So I really loved the game. I really loved everything it did. And it looks like Saints Row 4 is kind of carrying in that tradition, as far as just being crazy over the top. I think it's not even really a gangster game anymore. It's like a superhero game at the moment, which is great. And it's still over the top. It's still got that really crazy raunchy humor that I really just loved about the third one. And it seems like they kept the formula together, that good formula that I loved from Saints Row the third, but they added a lot more stuff onto it. It doesn't seem, because I'll be the first to admit Saints Row the third was, even though I love it and it's one of my favorite games, it wasn't perfect. Strictly speaking, there was a lot of stuff about the game that probably could have been handled better. And it seems like they've kind of fixed a lot of the stuff in Saints Row 4. They've fixed a lot of the stuff that was wrong. Plus, look at that, you can crotch kick a guy 20 feet in the air. God damn it. I keep losing my train of thought. They fixed a lot of the stuff that was kind of tedious, and they kept the formula the same, and they've added enough new stuff. Right now, just from my impressions, I mean, I haven't played a lot of the game. I'd guess I'm somewhere like a fifth of the way through the campaign at this point, or like a third or something, like close to there, like maybe like between 25 and 30% complete with the game, so I can't say yet. But it's super fun. The only complaint I have is it feels a little too similar to Saints Row the Third. Some of the stuff does. It just feels a little too similar. But I mean, it's really not a bad thing when you're talking about games like Saints, like great game like Saints Row. So, in one aspect, it's good that they kind of played it safe and kind of kept their formula relatively similar. But at the same time, I wish they could have revolutionized it a little bit more. But there is plenty of new stuff. Even if you've played the third and it kind of feels a little bit familiar, they've added just so much more crazy, awesome stuff. And honestly, it's never a bad thing if you're trying to emulate a great game like that. So, all in all, it's just a hell of a lot of fun. It is better than the third one so far, from what I've seen. Just judging on like what campaign I've finished so far compared to the this far in the campaign of the third, this is better so far. So it's like they kind of improved on it. Just every little aspect. So I do think this is the superior game. I don't think they lived up. This could have been a 10 out of 10. I think if they'd kind of innovated a little more. And when I say that, I'm not even really sure where they could have innovated a little more, but it just feels a little too familiar and a little too close to Saints Row the Third for it to be like a perfect score at this point. But who knows? Maybe that's just my impression right now. And that didn't take very long either. I've still got like 15 minutes to talk. I think the problem is I talk too fast. Anyway, we're getting very close to the dubstep gun at this point. And I think I collect a couple. I don't know what this is. Oh my god, this thing is really weird. Ugh. But anyway, this game, if you don't mind a little bit of raunchy humor and some violence, probably typical of what you'd expect from an M-rated game. This is a must. Unless you're a Catholic schoolgirl, pick this game up because there's really no reason not to. And watch this, you can jump out of the water. Woo! Yeah! It's like he's just squeezing his butt cheeks together in just the right way and propelling himself out of the water at high speeds. I mean, just look at the crazy stuff you can do with the superpowers. I love it. I love all the awesome parkour, and I guess you could call it parkour, but just the way you travel around the city is just so much easier with these like crazy hyped up superpowers. So yeah, I kind of, at the end of this, I didn't really have time because I was on a time constraint at this point. I didn't have time to go through like another mission after I got the dubstep gun, so I kind of just dicked around with some of the weapons and stuff I got. I did a little bit of side stuff, like upgraded my weapons a little bit. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. But I was just kind of dicking around with some of the new stuff I'd gotten. I'm taking care of a little side stuff. Because usually the missions in this game go anywhere like 20 to 30 minutes, the campaign missions, and I only had like 10 or 10 minutes. But yeah, here we go. The dubstep gun. Oh my god, I didn't know what to expect, because I'd heard it was in the game, but I hadn't actually seen it. And by the way, you can have sex with Kinzie. Every single... Well, actually, I haven't... Wham! Here comes that music. I'm not sure why they would allow you to constantly do that, except the only thing I can think of is after you do it so many times, it unlocks like a funny cutscene or like a some kind of achievement. So I'm gonna keep doing it because they allow you to do it. I think every time you go back to the ship after completing like a mission or something. So, or maybe just every time you go back to the ship. So I'm gonna. I mean, the Earth was destroyed, so Kenzie's probably looking at me like I'm the best looking thing out here. But yes, it's time to equip some crazy weapons. The dubstep gun, I'm sorry. Dubstep gun is probably my favorite weapon in both games so far. I mean, look how over the top. The America gun is pretty nice too. The incinerator's okay. Just kind of a TF2 throwback, I guess. I got for pre-ordering, and I should have some like costumes for TF2, but I don't. At least I can't find them yet. Maybe you have to buy them somewhere, because I was looking for them here, and all I had was the Uncle Sam I got for pre-ordering it, so I was a little confused on that. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place, but anyway, I decided to go with, look at the underwear. I decided to go with the Uncle Sam. Gotta love it. Look at him. Decide to, kind of wreck Steelport as America's mascot. It's just ridiculous. Uncle Sam and Dubstep, who would have thought they'd get along so well like peanut butter and jelly? My fellow Americans, I command you to boogie down! And I didn't really know how to use it, so here we go, ready? Oh yeah, look at everybody just starts going crazy. Look at him, he's breaking down, man. Oh, look at the cars, I love it. My favorite thing is they all get like caught dancing, and then they like when they die they start like spinning out and doing weird like convulsive dance moves. Look at him. Look at that guy. Spun out of control. Oh, but I love playing around with that one. Oh god, that's my new favorite gun. I mean, just look at it. Oh, just listening to it. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like electronica and dubstep and stuff, but it even sounds pretty good. I mean, come on, when the sound effect for a weapon is better than most dubstep songs. And the America gun, oh my god. Look how many guns are on there. I had no idea what to expect when I fired this thing. And it actually has alternate firing modes. But I wasn't really sure what the difference was. I think one has a flamethrower and one has like a rocket launcher, but just check this thing out.
Yep, I did that.
I was like, what the it's just it's literally like destruction. Yeah, that one has a flamethrower. I can see it now. But look at that. It just mows down. And that one fires missiles, I think. I was like, oh damn. Yeah, just basically everything in front of you disintegrates when you use that. Which I'm fine with. And then lastly we have the TF2 Pyro Incinerator. Which is actually, it's decent. It's not bad, but you know, I was kind of like, oh, this is pretty, it's just a cool little TF2 item. But actually, it gets way better. Look at that. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. There's a skin for it, which anybody who plays TF2, you might be able to guess. But look how fast that thing blows vehicles up. Look at that though. There's a skin for it that anybody who plays TF2 probably already can kind of guess what it is. But yeah, it's you'll see it at the end of the video. I've still got like 6 or 7 minutes to talk. Jesus. At least I've made it most of the way. Oh wow. Gassy. I had some Special K. Special edition berries and chocolate. Oh my god. It's got strawberries and little bits of chocolate. So if you ever want to feel an orgasm in your mouth at like right when you wake up at breakfast time, that's what you do. Oh god, it's so good. What to talk about? I guess, you know, I'm hesitant to call it a shout out, but I'd like to just kind of give some credit to some of the channels that kind of inspired me to actually take it into, like, you know, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Inspired me to create this channel and kind of keep it going, even if I'm kind of not quite popular yet. But nobody starts popular, right? Nobody starts with a bunch of like 1 million subscribers unless they have connections and stuff, and I don't think I have connections, so but it's just some of the channels that kind of inspired me. Firstly, the Let's Play channel, or the playthrough channel that I've been watching longest before anybody, DSP Gaming. If you don't know him, go check him out. He plays a ton of games. He's really funny. A couple people from the Yogscast, like Nilesy. I've been following Nilesy for a while before he even joined the Yogscast, and he's just great. He's more the guy I go to just for my daily dose of fun, because he doesn't upload as much as Darkside Phil, because Darkside Phil just uploads quite a bit. He's toned it down a little bit, but he still uploads a lot, and I give him props for that, because it's hard work. But yeah, Nilesy does about 1 30-minute video a day, and it's just kind of it's usually an indie game or some game I've never heard of before, and it's just great to watch him have fun with these funny games, especially if he's raging. But yeah, shout out to him. Yogscast Sips, because he's just funny. I mean, goddamn. He's got that monotone, and his face never changes expression, but he's the real guy, the best guy. And oh, by the way, this is the rain blower. Yeah. That was the skin I was talking about. Let's see, anybody else? Those 3 are the top. Oh, Next Gen Tactics. I've been following them for a while for Call of Duty stuff, and I follow not so much their Call of Duty stuff. I'm mostly on NGT Zombies now, because I just love the Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs and stuff. So I like to support them with that. Yeah, those are the main people that kind of got me motivated to do this. Darkside Phil was like the first person I ever subscribed to, and I remember watching his Fallout 3 playthrough all the way through, and it's just, I mean, it was a great way to kind of see how games worked without actually having to buy them. So if he ever manages to listen to this, which I doubt, if anybody ever manages to, go subscribe to him, go check him out at least. And if he ever hears this, you know, or if any of them ever hear this, Nilesy, Yogscast Nilesy, Yogscast Sips, Darkside Phil, anybody from Next Gen Tactics, yeah, you guys just really helped me out as far as getting motivated to do stuff like this. So thank you. And any of the smaller channels that I can't quite remember right now, but I'll sure to give people shout outs if I ever get. Oh, here we go, more dubstep.
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
Look at him boogie down. Wow. Just love how it knocks him back. Oh, look at him boogie down. Oh, look at him, he's boogieing on the ground. They just can't stop. And then decide to go kind of old-fashioned for him. Gotta love it. I really like this shotgun. So I'm planning to keep it. And upgrade it very much. Very much so, Maeve. It's easier to close distances in this game because of the super speed. Makes it easier to own a shotgun. And this shopkeeper keeps running away. Alright, well I've actually managed to chew your ear off for a good like 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to make sure nothing happens to my audio again because this is for game playthroughs, so I want my actual like live commentary on them. I can give you guys other stuff later, but the video's wrapping up. So I'll be I'll be sure to give you guys more good content in the future, and hopefully not fuck up with the audio. Bye! Have a good one. Auf Wiedersehen. I'm waiting for it to end.